Hey, you right guys, Trick Puncher's Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 4 of The Legend of Korra Season 2, which is of course the second part to the Civil Wars duo, I guess. And I enjoyed the first part. I think it was the best episode of, Season 2 so far. I do think it's still in a bit of a slow pace, but definitely a lot slower than Season 1. And I was saying this in the Twitch live chat yesterday when we were playing Last of Us, but it was one of those things where, because we just went from Season 1, and there was like 5-6 episodes in a row of the season 1 second half where it was just so good, like so high octane, and then just to go like boom. Not that it, like I say, it is not awful, unwatchable, or even bad or anything like that. I just think it's, comparing it to the end of season 1, it's very kind of like, okay, we're plodding along a little bit. So hopefully you can pick up here, I don't know, but hopefully soon. So yeah, episode 4 guys. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. If you do want uncut and early reactions to The Legend of Korra, then a link to the Patreon page will of course be down below, which really does help support the channel as well. Also links to Twitter, Instagram, Discord if you want to check out any of those, as well as that Twitch channel and 2 other channels that I work on. Everything in the pinned comment and description. But for now my friends, let's go. Chapter 4, Civil Wars, Part 2. Dude, I'm actually excited for this episode. My fingers are crossed.
I've appointed Judge Hota to oversee the trial. He is the most fair and honorable man I know.
Alright.
Uncle,
Doubt.
my parents had nothing to do with the men
Or
who
corrupt.
attacked you.
Boyfriend, bow to me when I exit.
Yes, my sweet koala otter.
You are so cute when you grovel.
No. Bolin, have some self-respect.
Don't
I
let
swear.
her treat you that way.
Thank you,
Stand up for
Asami.
yourself.
Thank you.
How did he even get...
Your assistant's in there
How?
too.
What?
Julie never leaves my side. We're in a bear, for crying out loud! I'm gonna go see how Korra's doing.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Iki!
Oh yeah, I forgot about the
Iki,
lost
where are
kid.
Shoot! Go bother someone else.
Momo's family.
Paws off the table. This is going
Oh,
to be
mini
a
hoppers.
civilized breakfast. Daddy always says a blessing before we eat.
How cute they are in the small.
Quiet, listen up.
Oh, I love them. I wish they were real.
Nice to meet you, Blueberry Spicehead.
And that's what I'm talking about.
I wonder if you just see Oppa like sound a throne and he's like king of the bisons or something.
We're good to go. I gave all the money to some guys over there. I told them to take care of it, and then I winked.
That...
Pretty sure they got the message.
No. No. Oh.
This trial will now come to order. Judge Hota presiding.
And where exactly did this meeting take place?
Objection!
Quiet down out there!
Great.
Varric and your father led the meeting, didn't they?
My parents are innocent.
I've heard all I need to.
Oh great, well that was a quick trial. Was the meeting at your house? Yes. Okay, well that's enough. I've heard everything. Bye.
I'm starting to feel like that spark is fading.
Has faded the moment they came on screen.
Nothing that is, except marriage.
Bolin, can you...
We will wed at sunset.
Oh, this is dead. Stop with this story.
I have found you innocent.
Oh, well,
You
cool.
are free to go.
Sorted.
Korra.
But the father won't. The father will
On
be
the charge
guilty.
of treason, you are all found guilty.
Great.
Punishment for this crime
It's death.
is death.
Wow.
You can't do this.
Look at him running away
Take their
quick.
lives
Shit,
and
get
I'll
out.
take yours.
But I must ask you to reconsider. Show these men and my brother mercy.
What? I thought this was part of his plan.
Very well.
Oh,
I'll change their punishment.
What?
Your lives will be spared.
Aunt Kaya is super nice and pretty and always asks me how I'm feeling. And Uncle Boomy is like the funniest person in the world.
Oh, dude, they look so... The animation looks awful on them, but...
We should probably head back, huh?
I suppose. We can't hide in this cave forever.
I mean, you could. You'd die, but...
I know you really bonded with her.
Yes, I'd like that.
I like her, though. She's you know... No, still didn't add too much to her. It felt a little bit pointless of a side story, but... it's better than Bolin's romance.
I hate feeling so helpless. I know.
Oh, bollocks. Trying to escape, alright then. Wow, that's a reasonable response. What if he flipped off the cliff, Korra?
And she'd like you to let my father out of prison.
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, but there's nothing I can do. I was just following Unalak's orders.
I would not buy this. I'd be like, you're not gonna have Naga bite me. Like, no.
Unless you want to be Naga's afternoon snack, Unalak told you what to say?
Yes, every word.
Then why
I
don't you
would
have
not
to free
do
my
this.
mother and change your sentence?
I feel.
He's trying to keep you on his side.
Unalak's a liar and a traitor.
I've been trying to tell you that from the get-go.
I've been trying to tell you that from there.
Unalak wanted your dad out of the way so he could become chief. It was a setup.
Well, Mako thinks it's. Wait a minute. It's a setup. Oh, great.
Count me in.
Oh my bloody god, this storyline.
Look, the only way to deal with crazy women is to lie big and leave fast. Lucky for you,
Oh, great.
got your back. Now,
My dad's in there.
No, he won't be.
Where is he?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Korra. You'll never see your father again.
Escalated so quick.
You are going to bring my father back, then you and your troops will return to the north.
And why would I do that?
Because you still need me to open the northern portal.
No, I don't.
Oh.
You've served your purpose.
Yeah, just kill this guy. We have a bit of action finally, fuck. Nice. Not that I need action in Korra, I'm just saying, because the storyline's not been that great. Kind of need it. What is going
On
on?
a ship headed north. If only we had a plane to get me close to those ships, I could waterbend them out of the way.
a plane? Well, why didn't you say so?
Oh, say cool.
But there's no runway. How are we supposed to take
Julie!
I have an idea.
Run away. Gonna airbend it up.
Now!
Oh. Now, but Maku's like 5 seconds late. Imagine. Well, she can just. She's a better at Avatar state than Aang. Not like better, but like she can go in and out whenever she wants. Great. I just they just shot it down though.
Jump!
Nice. Let's go. They're all just stood there. Okay. That's the easiest prison break of all time.
I wanted to apologize for how I acted yesterday. I've worked so hard to celebrate Dad's legacy that I may have overlooked the parts of him that were less than ideal.
Well, they're gonna get along now.
We're sorry for dumping our frustrations with Dad out on you.
Yeah, you didn't deserve that.
Thanks,
See
Booby.
this. Mom gave it to me before we left.
Wait,
That is one good-looking family, huh?
that's so
That's
cute.
one happy family.
And Katara, dude. Even though it should have been, you know, Katara and Zuko, but
It's time to put my brother in his place.
You have our support, Chief Tonrock.
he's squad up.
I'll be proud to fight alongside you, Dad.
No, Korra.
Wait, what?
The best way for you to help is by getting the President of the United Republic on our side. The South can give Unalak a good fight for a while.
I'll get you all the help you need.
Okay.
I love you, Dad.
He's about to do a Naruto run then. I think he was tempted, but kind of dipped out.
Now, Esk and I are officially broken up.
Up, looks like we have company.
No.
And
No.
not the fun kind.
Oh, I thought Eska was going to come on board or something.
What is that?
That's not, no. Oh my
Dad,
god.
my darling Eska.
Let's
Quick
go.
question,
Let's
is this thing
go.
Fast enough to get away from my crazy waterbending ex-girlfriend?
Why do you think I built this boat?
Thank God. Alright, Jesus Christ. There we go, guys. That is episode 4 of The Legend of Korra Season 2. I actually think I preferred part 1 of that two-parter. This one was bogged down by not way too many side stories, because you can have as many side stories as you want as long as they're all interesting. Whereas I felt like the side stories with this episode were bland, hollow, boring. I just did not care for them all. And even the main story in this episode wasn't that interesting. I thought the only thing that was like kind of like, ooh, was finding out that I forgot his name, but the uncles set up Korra's dad in the past, and that's kind of why he got banished. It was all set up. That was kind of like, okay, cool, that's something I didn't see coming, I guess. But it was just breaking out the dad. That was really it, and it's like the easiest, most bland breakout of all time. It's like they got on the ship, Korra went like whoosh, like that with some water, and then they broke him out. It was very kind of it was just going by the numbers. It was very boring to watch. It was actually a boring episode, I feel. This was the first episode where I was kind of bored watching it. Then it was Bolin with this forced romance, and you know, it's trying to be funny. And I do get it's a kids show, so obviously the comedy is going to be aiming towards kids. But even with Avatar and some of the comedy in Korra as well, I feel like it works for adults as well. It's not like just kids comedy. Because if it was, I don't think I could put up with it. But this one storyline feels very kind of like it's there just for comedy, and it's not funny at all. It's just Bolin going like, oh, I need to dump her, where, oh no, she ate, where, and it's just like, okay, dead. Like, it's made Bolin a boring character this season so far. He's been the same thing since episode 1. It's just like, falling in love with this character, now they're getting married, he doesn't like her, wants to break up with her, but can't because he's scared of her or she won't let him, and it's just like, the two twins aren't good characters as well, they're just boring, so I really don't care. And then the other side story was, the kind of like sibling whole storyline, it feels so tacked on, and it's just, I feel like they're adding it on to try and add more to the characters of like Bumi and Tenzin and his kids. But I think there's better ways to do that than going down the cliche like, oh, sibling, family is good, we fell out with family, so now we're going to be salty for a couple of episodes. And I don't know, it wasn't the worst thing. I do like kind of Tenzin's kids, but I feel like there are better ways to make the characters interesting than this. Because this again was kind of a very boring way of doing it. I didn't mind that, you know, she was there chilling out with bisons in a cave. I thought that was kind of cute. And then Tenzin comes to join in. I was like, okay, fair enough. It was kind of adorable. But the story itself, and even like the script that was going on, she even answered her own questions. Like, there was no life lesson. It was just kind of her being like, oh, I fell out with my brother and sister. But these bisons get along with their brothers and sisters, so I feel like family is key. And then Tenzin was like, good job, yeah, you got it right. And then they walked off into the distance. It was very just easy. It didn't really... I know he's trying to give you this life lesson of, you know, that brothers and sisters are brothers and sisters, they're family, you can argue and stuff, but you're still brothers and sisters. But I feel like it was the most boring, bland way of doing it. It's kind of how I felt. I know it's very, very different, but because I've seen this storyline type so many times, this was the worst way of doing it. And I had the same thing with 30 Reasons Why, season 3, where they were showing like the druggie storyline. Look at this guy's on drugs, but it was like the most boring, bland, cliche way of showing it. Like, these two storylines, or the themes of these stories, can be interesting, but I feel like they just went about it the most basic way. And then, like I say, the main story as well was just kind of like, yeah. I don't really know what I liked about this episode, if I'm being honest. We had a bit of action, but it was like kind of like whatever. Korra going around as well, threatening judges. You know, it just don't feel very Avatar-like. I don't know, that was a bit weird where she's like holding his head under Naga's mouth. I thought that was a bit odd. Like, I don't think she'd kind of do that, but whatever. So yeah, I'm actually really struggling to find a really good positive with this episode. Seeing the animation was up and down. The animation is good for the most part with this, but with this season it's very up and down. The music, but it's like that's an easy fallback because the music in Legend of Korra is consistently great. So yeah, honestly, I think this might be the weakest of season 2. I think because episodes 1 and 2 there were like scenes and moments that were still enjoyable, whereas here I didn't find one scene enjoyable, if I'm honest. I think this might be down there with episode 5 of season 1, which is weird because it's like the second part of a two-parter, so you thought it would kind of be kicking off kind of good, but nope. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to give this I'm going to go 4.5 out of 10, which might seem very low, but honestly, I just kind of, well, I'll just go 4 out of 10 actually. I'll go 4 out of 10. Might seem quite low, but I'm looking at it and I'm just like, the story with Bolin was boring. The story with the siblings and Tenzin was okay, but it was very basic and cliche, and that's the reason it's not getting like a 0. And it's the same with Korra. It was like fine. It was like, ugh. It's just like the most basic way of trying to break out her dad, I felt. So yeah, I'm gonna go 4 out of 10. I do apologise that seemed a little bit low. I was rooting for this episode, and I'm rooting obviously for this show, but I just found nothing with that episode, if I'm being completely honest. So yeah, there we go, guys. Thanks for watching though. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of episode 4 down below in the comments. And as I said, if you do want uncut and early reactions, then link to that Patreon page will of course be down below. And I'll see you next time for episode 5. But hopefully it's better than this. So yeah, until then, peace.